S-T-U-E. We're looking back.
Hi, Ralph. You probably won't even read this because I know you can be a bit sensitive about criticism. But from time to time I hear you blaspheme. I've tried to tolerate it, but I've had enough. I know you've been having a go at your former colleague and arch rival recently, but at least you know you won't be on the end of blasphemy and swearing. Try and follow his example and clean up your act. Marcia from Turramurra. Are you sure, Marcia?
Oh, there's f***ing dust in this studio. You know, if it was bloody John Laws or someone, the whole joint would be cleaned out. Put him down on the list as unemployable. It's f***ing ridiculous. Few other rock groups of the 80s have made such an impression and reached the heights as ABBA did. And even though the group is no longer ABBA's... Oh, shit. Stupid f***ing name for a group anyway, ABBA. Back to music, and U2's lead singer Bono has a birthday today. Bono. Stupid f***ing name anyway. And it's Huey Lewis's birthday. Huey was born Huey Gregg in 1950. Who the f***'s Huey Lewis? The movie Batman broke all box office records on this day in 1989. It beat records previously held by Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. How did it rate? Indiana f***ing Jones. The reason I lost the f***ing second test against the All Blacks because that movie frightened the shit out of my team the night before we played. The f***ing hawker who was terrified by the snakes and the worst test I've ever had because he'd been awake all night, devoured by Indiana Jones's temple snakes. Indiana f***ing Jones. Bastards.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. You made my day.
Oh, there's f***ing dust in this studio.
Was that really Alan, or was it
No, of course.
Carlton?
No, that was the real thing.
It was the alter ego of Alan.
You know, if it was bloody John Laws or someone, the whole joint would be cleaned out.
John,
Yeah?
mate, you're becoming a real traffic hazard. I nearly ran off the M4. Mate, you've got to stop doing that. Or you've got to give us warning or something.
It's f***ing ridiculous.
You fixed me good and proper. Raiders of the Lost Ark was the top.
Indiana f***ing Jones. The reason I lost the f***ing second test against the All Blacks because that movie frightened the shit out of my team.
When he said one of his players played terribly because of the snakes, the bastards.
F***ing hawker who was terrified by the snakes had the worst test I've ever had because he'd been awake all night, devoured by Indiana Jones's temple snakes. Bastards.
It's cheered me up now, eh?
Indiana f***ing Jones.
Yeah, John, Nick.
Nick Farr Jones, how are you?
You made my day. I've been waking up at 2 in the morning, cracks in the ceiling getting wider. How on earth did we lose to the All Blacks back in 1984, having led 12-0? I finally found out, mate. It was watching the Temple of Doom. Indiana Jones.
It was the snakes.
Oh, mate, you guys must be chuckling into the studio. That was just sensational.
That's only a little bit of it. I just do not understand hypocrisy.
That's about right, John.
That movie frightened the shit out of my team the night before we played. Indiana f***ing Jones.
Yeah, and if I'm not here on Monday, you know why.
Oh, there's f***ing dust in this studio. You know, if it was bloody John Laws or someone, the whole joint would be cleaned out.
I'm just exhausted from laughing.
It's f***ing ridiculous.
I'm Alan Jones, reminding you that I keep you in touch with the news and issues each weekday. And now a bloody boring record on TUE.
The whole town's talking about the Jones boy, the Jones boy, the Jones boy. The whole town's talking about the Jones boy. He acts mighty peculiar now.